Good morning, world. This is book trailer number 7, and the title of the book is The Present by Spenser Johnson. And this present time is extremely difficult for so many people. So how can we possibly make it the most magnificent thing? It's not going to be easy, but this book explains it, how to do it in a story-like fashion. And I'll just read just a little bit of the summary. It says, "The present is an engaging story of a young man's journey to adulthood and his search for the present, a mysterious and elusive gift he first hears about from a great old man. The present, according to the old man, is the best present a person can receive. Later, when the young boy becomes a young man, disillusioned, he returns to ask the old man once again to help him find the present." And so the old man gives him words of advice so he can find the present. And I think of the present as there's my Annie Lou, who just passed recently. I got to know her in the past 5 years. When you were with her, you were everything. Nothing else mattered. She was completely focused on that present moment with you. And some people are just easily able to do it. But we can learn how to do it if it's not something that comes easily to you by reading this book. Here's some of the things some of the advice the old man gives the young man. He says, you already know what the present is. You already know where to find it. And you already know how it can make you happier and more successful. You knew it best when you were younger. You've simply forgotten. And then he goes on and he says, anytime you are unhappy in the present or feeling less successful, it is time to learn from the past or plan for the future. He says, only 2 things can rob you of the joy of the present: your negative thoughts about the past or your negative thoughts about the future. So he gives them some advice. He said, look at what happened in the past, learn something valuable from it, and use what you learned to improve the present. Then he goes on to say, you cannot change the past, but you can learn from it. When the same situation arises, you can do things differently and enjoy a happier and more successful present. So his advice here is, what do you want your future to look like? And what can you do now? What can you do now? What action can you take today to begin that? In other words, if you've heard the expression, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So what do you want your future to look like? And what can you do, what is in your control that you can do, one thing today, to make that future what you want it to be? It's not easy, but it'll make you feel better. It'll keep you focused. Happy reading.